Hello, my name is Andrew Aziz, the author of How to Day Trade for a Living. Welcome to my channel.
Great. All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. We had an amazing trading day. Friday, May 10th, surprisingly gave us a lot of really good trading opportunity. I personally traded NVAX, NVIDIA, and AMD. Most of my gain was on NVAX, which is a vaccine biotech company that was running up. AMD was a really, really good trade. NVIDIA was a good trade, but I didn't hold enough. And unfortunately, I didn't make the best move, but a lot of people in the community got that. So position-wise, I have only the VOO, which is S&P 500. We discuss about what VOO is, why am I holding it like that, and I have some puts on TLT that is slowly expiring. So I'm pretty good solid on that front for the longer term. Market is going back to all-time high. It seems that the market is really, really ready to get back into all-time high. So if you look at this SPY, so on the SPY, we see the all-time high is 524.61. Today we gapped up. Yesterday was a very strong day. And I think, if nothing happens, it seems that the market is really demanding all-time high, another all-time high. So that is excellent. We see QQQ also very back toward the all-time high. So market seems that it has really strong. The game must go on. Again, the economy is just keep money flowing in all of these IRA contributions and 401k contributions. Everything is going to go. It's liquidity. You know how many millions of people pay for their retirement and instead. This game must go on. There has volatility up and down, but I think the nature of the market eventually is going to go up. That's why they say for long-term investment, buy a good index, forget the password of your account. Don't mess around with it. Today I traded NVAX. I don't really trade these lower price stocks anymore because it's just harder to manage the risk. They are the recipe of disaster. I think we had one trader. He emailed me this morning that he had a very, very big loss. So he was really, really frustrated. And that was a big portion of his account. So we used to trade this back in 2015, 16. With them, my account was smaller. But we really reached to a point that it's not worth it, especially with the positions that I'm taking. It's just is idiotic to trade them. But anyway, so we had the news up 127%. I went long a little bit on the pre-market. On the pre-market show, I didn't mention that. I got out a little bit here, and then I hold a little bit of position. As soon as the breakout happened for the high of pre-market, so again, this is the high of pre-market. As soon as the breakout happened, I went added to my position at 1020. I popped the ball up to 1060. This is a big move. 1020 to 1060 is a lot. So I'm partialed out. And the last, I had very little position that it came down. I got out. As you see, fast execution is very important on this. Came, held the VWAP and did another squeeze. And then all the way to the 11, like exactly down to the, number to 11, tested the 11. And then obviously these round numbers are the numbers that the market makers or chat room owners that they have a lot of followers, they dump shares on that. And as you see, boom, drop from 11 to $9. So that's why you have to trade a small share size on them. Like I took 10,000 shares on that, which is still significant for this account. So that's it. And then AMD, which was a great opening trade. So I think Jared or someone, or Brian, I think Brian mentioned it at the open. So opened strong, came down, really didn't lose. The VWAP came up, turned out to be a really nice 1 minute pin range breakup. So I went long, I added more. We had this 155.38. Then it came down, tested VWAP. I didn't get a stop down, so that was my risk. And then as soon as we break out, I partialed all the way up to 156.25. So that was really good. And I still had 2,000 shares. Again, it's all live on YouTube. You can go and see that. And eventually really lost the VWAP and I got stopped out at the break even. So that's a little bit actually below the break even, but I didn't have any shares left that much. So it just came up. And the trade management is always like that. When you start partialing at 1R and then 1R2 or 3 or 4, you always bring your stop loss back to the break even. Your original stop loss doesn't matter anymore. So it's very important to have that. Same trade was NVIDIA. So again, same trade at NVIDIA. I went long. It really held this through this pullback came up. I was hoping to get to the breakout of 910 because 910 on the daily chart is also very important. You see, there's the last consolidation of the last few days. I was hoping to get to the 910. And eventually I got a little bit impatient with it. And I said, and I had a bigger position on AMD, and I said, okay, I'm going to just manage this one. As soon as I got out, it came down, and then boom, that squeeze happened, which I think Brian took that. So Brian, before you actually go to talk to do that, we traded one, we added one really good trader to our community, Pierre, which is a full-time day trader in Colombia, like Lenny. That's exactly the successful sample that you want. He's part of our team now. He's a really good trader. He's a good friend of mine. I've met him last year, and then he did a really nice short on Mara. And as you see here, I wouldn't catch this kind of thing. So really nice patience, exactly like at the VWAP short that from 1935, a really amazing drop. And if you see the 5-minute opinion range breakdown, that's excellent. We have a lot of traders who are trading nice 5-minute opinion range breakdown, including Lenny and Pierre. So that's essentially exactly really great trading. Brian, how did you trade?
No, I trade, like you said, we got that nice AMD move. I got stopped out of it once because it was a pretty volatile at the open, but once it started to break out again, like you said, we both jumped in about the same time. The other trade I did was the Tesla trade, which you didn't mention, and you didn't take, I don't think, but some other traders in the room took it as well here. We had the really nice sell-off on Tesla, and then it kind of bounced back right around 940, and I could still see lots of selling pressure there, lots of bids to the downside. So took it on that pop right at 170, 120, and got a nice move down to 170.11. This was the S4 level, and that's exactly where it bounced off of. So yeah, good, nice opportunity on Tesla for sure. And it continues to sell off today.
Daily chart looks really weak. So it did pop up
Yep.
for a few times and now really losing that huge momentum. And this is a big drop from 200 to 178. So it lost 20% in 2 weeks. So it doesn't have
Yeah.
a lot of, so this was the time that I think he announces China
The
auto
robot
driving,
thing.
auto driving regulation.
Robo-taxi.
But as you see here, there is not enough, people to convince to buy that. This is a huge drop, like 20% again in the last couple of days. So this is a very important level, and I wouldn't be surprised if it goes down to 160.
Yeah, I'm quite bearish on Tesla, and I've shorted some 180 calls that are going to expire today, and I'll probably look to continue to press shorts next week, do short trades on it.
Yeah, it's amazing. All right, guys. So that's it, our trading. I really appreciate everybody who is watching. Your like and subscribe to our channel is very appreciated. I hope that by the end of next week, we can get to 100,000 subscribers. It really means a lot to me because they give you this block and it shows that people really like that. And the key to grow of this channel is you actually engaging with our channel, commenting, liking, asking questions, because YouTube likes community within YouTube. So if you really watch this, if you hate me, just say something. I like that. I like to have, I never really delete any comments or anything. So I really appreciate that. And I really hope that. And if you get to 100,000 subscribers, next week, I'm going to give a really good laptop to one person randomly. I have to find what website is good to pick up the randomly, because I really want this to be random. I don't want this to just select someone that I personally know. So that is nice. If you know any app or any platform that can pick random people from YouTube or chat room, and let me know. So we can just do a random picker, something like that. All right, guys, thank you so much. Really appreciate your support. And let's kill the markets next week. I think we're going to see the all-time high again next week. That sounds like it. Ciao.